Yamaha NIKEN Best Motorcycle Review Liquid-cooled DOHC Triple. Pilot a NIKEN and you're a celebrity with a ready-made audience. Everywhere people look at you. Kids wave, cyclists nod, pedestrians smile. It can't help but brighten your day. Non-bikers love it, but strangely, the Austrian bikers we met on the bike's launch didn't seem to want to know. Few bikes have split opinion as much. First unveiled at the end of 2017, the NIKEN was joined by the GT, a touring version with panniers, heated grips and a few other extras in 2019. Yamaha's LMW, leaning multi-wheeler, was received with a combination of fascination and incredulity. It wasn't, as some thought, for disabled riders, it'll fall over when it's stationary, just like any other bike, or an easy way for car drivers to become bikers. Its track is too narrow to be ridden on a car license. Instead, it was all about trying to enhance riding pleasure. Yamaha's engineers wanted to come up with a bike that gave more front-end confidence and allowed more people to exploit it. Their reckoning was that losing the front was a biker's biggest fear, and the way to allay those fears was to increase grip, ride quality and brakes. The key to the NIKEN is the front parallelogram system that mounts to the pair of fork units. This allows it to pretend it's a normal motorbike and gives 45 degrees of lean. It does add weight though, and also increases the bike's frontal area significantly. Once you're rolling, only subtle clues let you know the bike has two front wheels. The first 5 miles per hour is a bit wobbly thanks to the amount of weight being carried up high and weaved from side to side, and there's slight resistance to your inputs. Each time you turn the bars you alter the trajectory of two spinning wheels, plus what must be a good few kilos of castings, bearings, linkages and rose joints that all pivot on the NIKEN's cast headstock. Engine. Get on the gas and it responds with refinement and enthusiasm. Compared to the other bikes that share the NIKEN's 847 cubic centimeters triple, the crank has 18% more inertia and there's revised fuel mapping. This is enough to significantly change the character of the motor. It's smoother and slower revving, but you do find yourself on full throttle and waiting for the motor to catch up more often than you'd imagine, especially in higher gears. The quickshifter helps, though. Reliability and build quality. The build quality of the NIKEN is very good and the engineering involved in the front end is stunning. In fact, it's a real shame that you don't get to see any of it, as it's hidden behind the bike's bulbous front end. The suspension also works well and it doesn't fade or sag, despite its weight. It's also littered with quality components, such as switch gear that allows you to seamlessly switch modes and displays without the need to move your hands off the bars. The quickshifter is also good, and while the bike doesn't come fitted with an auto blipper, the slipper clutch works very well. Value versus rivals. The NIKEN is peerless and in a category all of its own. If you were considering buying one as a sports tourer, it would be going up against the likes of the extremely capable and far cheaper Honda VFR 800F. There's no getting away from the fact the Yamaha NIKEN is a lot of money, especially when you consider you could buy a brand new Triumph Tiger 900 GT Pro with all of its performance and quality and have enough left over for an epic road trip. A two-wheeled Yamaha MT-09 SP is more fun and it's about 30% cheaper. There's nothing wrong with the Yamaha NIKEN, but there's a penalty for having that third wheel. There's the additional cost, frontal area and the sheer complexity. We haven't got any owner's reviews for the NIKEN yet, but if you own one and would like to review it, please do so here. You can also visit the owners group page on Facebook. Equipment. What's most surprising is that the NIKEN is a closet sports tourer. Wind protection is good enough for 100 miles per hour in comfort, and the relaxed nature makes it the perfect companion for clocking miles in widescreen scenery. There's a 12-volt socket for your Saturn Avia's standard, and if I owned one I'd fit the optional top box, find a taller screen and dream of traffic-free runs on the Route Napoleon. The options list is quite extensive, too.